Welcome to Slayer Locked, or welcome back. I'm so glad y'all are here. And so, hey, last episode we left off getting assigned these ugly things that we completed after getting the mini quest done, Mud Skipper. And let me tell you, I kind of did a thing. I did a scary thing, something that may be game-changing and game-breaking the account. I focused on getting us some money. We needed these fishing explosives to be ordered to progress Slayer, and I really was starting to recognize that we were dry. We had no money. So what I kind of did was I took everything we had, I cleared the bank account, and it was just barely enough for us to get these fishing explosives. So I kind of looked into an OP money breaker that we have not done on the account yet, and that's going into the wilderness to get these things, these steel plate bodies, all the way up here. It can be like 90k an hour if you're being efficient, which we're not, and if you're like probably high alking it, which we weren't. But we were going to this bandit duty free camp here, which I got a clip for you. So after collecting a ton of these and being like blown and scared out of my mind, thinking someone's gonna come and PK me, not really having any run energy, not even sure if I was gonna be able to get back out of this scary maze, we were able to gather enough. I didn't even honestly fill the whole inventory. And yeah, I know this is kind of a little game breaking to the account. This is not a Slayer drop that we have gained, but I'm looking at it in two ways. We need the money at this point in order to progress our account. And there's obviously ways we could go about getting money, like by killing random monsters, or, you know, doing just like thieving, for example. But those things would be earning us experience. This is not earning us experience. This just requires me grabbing a ton of this drip, running down here, selling it off, and we're able to get enough money to get by. We literally were scraping by, like at some points not even being able to buy jugs of wine for 1 GP. And so yeah, this isn't a Slayer drop per se, but I think this is going to be allowed, because if not, I quite literally would have had to start considering skipping tasks because I couldn't afford fishing explosives. That's not something you thought you'd be saying in 2024, but here we are. And honestly, as we look ahead to other issues as well when it comes to money, and just pulling up our skills real quick as I'm trying to get through this bloody door, like holy moly, these guys are annoying. Like yeah, crafting. We need crafting, for example, for many quests in the future. And we don't have the money in order to go about to level crafting on an Ironman, let alone locked to Slayer drops. So we're selling off some of these. You're going to see all this money come pouring in now. And I think this is okay. I look forward to hearing what any of y'all say. I've honestly had a lot of other suggestions on how to get some cash rolling in, and I think we'll look into some of those as well. Again, I don't really want us to be like just doing those traditional things of like thieving, or, you know, us going about other manners to get cash, because if we don't need to level a skill, we shouldn't be doing it. And obviously those ultimate goals, like that main concern of us getting a untrimmed Slayer cape, is the goal on this account. And so like we can't be leveling up like combat skills unless we are getting Slayer done. So I think that's a good enough recap. In a nutshell, I would just say that we are going to need cash in the future, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that we are staying true to the goals of this account, that we are not getting money by means that are not either completely free, picking up off the ground, but rather things like that are coming from Slayer, or coming from things like this, in order to keep ourselves true to the purpose of this account. And with us escaping the wilderness just about here, getting ready to do a home telly as we make it to Wilderness 20, I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you for all the support and helping us get the channel here. It's truly appreciated. We're going to go and blow a lot of this money on getting that crafting supplies. I probably won't even bother leveling it, but we need this cash. We're going to need it for future things, even just like runes. And I promise that I'm only going to be using cash or methods like this when it is an absolute requirement, not stocking up on 1 million+ GP. And anyway, here we are. We got a gold necklace back. I kind of actually need this for a clue scroll that I forgot about, so we're going to count that as a win. And let's just get back into this. Here we are, being able to buy some of that crafting supplies that I was talking about. We're obviously eventually going to need to level crafting, but also I just noticed to be able to even complete Nature Spirit and I want to be able to do that in order to get fairy rings down the road. So yeah, we're gonna have to stock up on some of this stuff, and glass blowing seems to be the best way for us to level crafting without like going to kill cows at this point. And yeah, we're not killing cows because then we're going to be getting experience, and we don't want to get experience unless we're getting Slayer at the same time. And dude, look at this little deposit box here. So yeah, I've done quite a few trips of this, to say the least, blown a few K. We're not going to blow all the money, obviously, because I am not going and doing another run of those steel plate bodies. But let's see, let's just hop worlds real quick. Maybe we'll get 1 or 2 more trips in, and that will probably be enough to get us to that 18 crafting requirement. Check this bro out. Like, that's a real sailor there, man. It's sad that I look way closer to that in real life than I thought. Yo, look, we got one of these. So obviously every single lamp that we get on this account too is going to be getting thrown on in to Slayer, because we are quite behind on HP. You can see here, yeah, we're a little bit behind. That's okay, that's going to happen. We're going to be able to catch up eventually, and we have talked about that. Anywho, yo, look who it is. It is our man. I've learned to hate him, but I kind of love him right now, because look at this drip, and he is looking good. Let's see what assignment this is. Hill Giants. Okay, well, hey, we're gonna talk a little bit more about your drip in a second, but yeah, like, look at him, dude. He's just, this is crazy. Why in all of these years, man, is it finally happening now? And so yeah, hey, let's just throw this up here really quick for y'all. Everything we do must be to progress Slayer. We must complete every assignment, and our goal is that untrimmed Slayer cape. Obviously, here is how far we have come in completing all the Slayer assignments. These are all the ones that are completely unique to Mashner, and we've got these 4 remaining. They've been very elusive. They have me wanting to cry. They have me wanting to pull my bloody hair out. It's really pissing me off. And yeah, as you can see though, I feel a little differently towards him now, because this is his old look, this is his new look. It's kind of because of this whole awesome quest just came out that we might not be able to do in forever, but it's while Gothic sleeps. And yeah, here we are at, in my opinion, the best spot to go kill Hill Giants, certainly on an Iron Man. Certainly on someone just new to the game. It's a new area. It's literally like, what, a 1-minute walk from Lumbridge. Got 10 GP, or just walk around if you're lazy, or just go and, or not lazy, but don't want to get that quest done. And it's called Giants Plateau. It actually came out in 2020, so this hasn't been here that long. It's got some funny little Easter eggs, like apparently this Assassin's Creed reference. I am convinced the Dr. Ford, oh yeah, and by the way, they don't even got haystacks anymore in Assassin's Creed, but it's still so cool that we have that as a reference here in OSRS. And yeah, like even this Dr. Ford guy, that I'll probably go check him out later. He's kind of crazy, and I think he thinks he hears the voices down in the hole, and we make fun of him for it, but we kind of know that there's a giant down there in the hole, so that makes a little bit more sense. And yeah, look at this place. It is popping. So, other than the fact of its location, it also drops these, the steel scimitars, the only Hill Giants to do so. And so just again, like if you were, I don't know, a Slayer locked account like me, for example, this would have been an amazing drop to get. Obviously, we don't really need it now because we've got our rune battle axe. But, you know, I still want one just for giggles for the log, if there even is a collection log. And, dude, check this out up here, man. Look at this. The Clan Cup winners. I don't know much about this. This is kind of like during one of my many breaks. But, yeah, like you can see their whole history here. And just Jagex, like if you're listening, which you're probably not, but I gotta say, it's something I love about this game, you guys, that they just have references like this to their history, to other players, like to Settled and his broken crossbow. It's just such a cool thing that anytime a game's able to do that and just like incorporate it into the game or into even the lore, it's just like things that really like I find special. Like there's so many games nowadays that like all that matters is that it's got good graphics or that you're able to log in and like, you know, shoot stuff or whatever. And anywho, yo, by the way, we got the steel scimitar. I meant to tell you guys that. Here's some of our drops. We've just been mowing through these things. Hill Giants aren't even a threat anymore. It's kind of crazy. And yeah, we're wrapping up that task. We're coming up here to talk to this crazy old man. And yeah, sure enough, he thinks he's hearing the voices coming from the hole. We know that if you complete Giant's Foundry, you're able to go down there and do smithing, and so that's most likely what he's hearing. But yeah, the other thing I just wanted to tell you guys is that we actually already did this task too forever ago. If you have followed us on our Instagram page, you've known that. But yeah, I actually lost the footage forever ago. And look at that, Slayer 44. That is pretty great. Again, I hate getting this task right after Hill Giants. We've done it quite a few times, but I am actually looking for a gold ring. We sold our other one, and now that we have that gold necklace, we need a gold ring to complete a clue scroll that I've been holding on to. I think I should probably have dropped it at this point, because we probably could have earned another one, and it's just sitting in a bank. But yo, check it out. Our man Mashner, or Demon, or whatever you are, gives us some Ice Warriors. So that is another task. That's 3 tasks this video that are unique, more or less, that we haven't actually shown. But ironically, none of them are unique to Mashner, so we're not knocking off those final 4 that we need to move on from this guy and escape this bloody hell. I really can't wait to get out. So we're going to speed this up. We're running to the one spot that I used to always go to kill these things. Ice Warriors live over here on this, Ice Wolf Mountain. Directly west of Falador, or northwest of Falador. It is obviously a members area, and it's you know what, I guess not really a whole lot to write home about. You go through the pearly little gates here, so to speak. We're almost there now. Yeah, we're on like 400 bloody speed, which is just absolutely mental how long you can take to move around this game by walking. There's gliders in the game, and dude, I actually want y'all's opinion on this if y'all are listening. I really want to go and complete this quest. It's the Grand Tree that gives us this. We do need it eventually anyway, and what's so key about us getting it done is that we have access to gliders. It's a quest done that, although we don't need it right now to progress Slayer, we will need it soon, and just things like this to increase transportation will be so nice. There is some requirements that we're going to have to start to worry about soon too as well. Obviously, we've already talked about crafting. Agility is a early quest that will be stopping us. Look at that, man. He's bashing on the rugs. How dare he? Okay, so here we go. I think this is the safe spot. We're just going to melt these guys down. We're not really going to bother getting their loot. It's okay loot. It's nothing crazy, but I don't even know how to get in there, honestly. I think I have to go into a dungeon or something. But let's see. Yeah, dude, the fire spell is just melting this. And again, us having that cash that we got earlier allowed us to use shops. Because again, we can use shops to buy gear that we already have access to, or loot that we already have access to. Hence these runes. Look at this dude just mowing down these. I can't wait until I can actually get a pipe, if we ever get one of those things. But yeah, so us having access to money allows us to have runes more easily. And yo, do you see what I'm doing here? I'm walking back up. I kind of went AFK, man. I guess one of these, oh, they do attack me. Okay, well, that's good. We didn't lose all that. That would have been terrible. So we're going to say F to that place, and we're going to move on to a new area, Asgardian Ice Dungeon, if I said that right. It's famous for the Knight Swords quest with the Blurite, I don't know, but it's also got all these things down there as well. It's a pretty cool place. I literally think I've been there once, and it looks like some other people are coming through here every now and then. What up, man? Easy safe spot, easy monsters. Now we can actually pick up the loot, and as you can see, it's been alright. We need law runes, so that's been huge to be getting some of those. More herbs, great. You know, Herbalore, I really should level it, and I just haven't been doing it. But again, now that we have access to some cash, we can maybe fill in the holes like Eyes of Newt. Because yes, I've gotten that drop before, but anyway, dude, we are done with that quest. I'm thinking we're going to be wrapping up this video because it's already somehow gotten way too long. But I want to say, yeah, we went back to our man, and he gave us these guys again. I think people have a love-hate relationship with them. Whenever we get a cannon, I'm assuming this spot's actually not that bad, because then we can just cannon these bloody things. And again, that's something we need to talk about in the future is when are we going to get access to this cannon? We need a ton of money. We need a ton of cannonballs. I don't really have either of those things right now. So we're just going to ignore it for now. But anyway, hey, let's throw one more task up here real quick. It's the flesh crawlers. I actually love these things, but that's, already gone into that enough. I want to say thank you so much for every like, every subscription, definitely every comment. I need y'all's help on, hey, what are we going to be doing about quests in the future? But we'll figure that out in the next episode. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.